人間にいいな。
何じゃ。
ああ、
さすがは。
だからズバリ。
やっぱり夏といえばプールと海、それと祭りにかき氷よね。
There's usually at least one noticeable difference every time we've come to this point, from a different route anyway.
あさちゃんは夏が大好きですものね。もちろん日本人として生まれたからにはやっぱり夏が似合わないと。
Again, that's kind of probably obviously not the case. I mean, not everyone likes summer, you know. I mean, I don't mind summer and all. In fact, I don't dislike it. But when it gets really warm, it's just like, no. I don't get it, but I agree.
同じく激しく同意だね。やはり夏、薄着になる夏、水着の夏、素晴らしきプロポーションが惜しげもなくさらけ出される夏。
Not a big fan of winter, though, if anything.
特に今日は学園の綺麗どころがほぼ全員勢ぞろい。
Which is kind of
今日
weird.
この日のために生きてきたって言ってもいいね。俺様は。
Yeah, whatever. Because I think ages ago, years ago, I think I might have actually liked winter back then, but nowadays it's just like it's such a depressing time of year. It's so cold, bland, and then you got like the holidays and all that, and it's stressful. It's like, Plus, I don't really have many pleasant memories of that time around about winter and late autumn. Mostly kind of early winter and late autumn, really. Please, whatever I said, I'm skipping so much today that I freaking forget to read. I told him the same thing last year. It was only during this time of the year that I wished I didn't know him.
どうかなお嬢さん方。もしよろしければ俺様と一緒に。
But every other time of year, apparently he
ダメ
doesn't
か。
mind.
仕方ないね。それじゃあ。
Ah,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm
Midoriba.
tired again of you, you son of a bitch.
ピンくん泳がないの？
Sure, I'll be right there. I saw she having fun in the water. I raised my hand and headed poolside, getting closer to her. There were others who were also having lots of fun.
ねえねえリンくん、なんで休みに入ってからプール開きなの？
This scene gonna be like for the first time ever, not altered in any way.
深海でもいろいろ人間界のこと調べてきたけど、他の学校ってもっと早いよね。
If you want the answer to that, then she's the one to tell you, right, Mayumi?
はいはい、お任せなのですよ。まあシアちゃんの言う通り、本来ならこんな時期のプール開きっていうのは十分遅いわけ。でもね、これには2つほど理由があるのですよ。一つは季節の問題。我が国には6月下旬から7月上旬まで梅雨という時期があるわけなのですが、見ての通り当学園のプールには屋根がございません。これだけのプールを作っておいてなんで屋根がないのかもわからないけれど、とりあえずはそのために天気の不安定な時期には中止になる場合も多々あるわけでして。
どうせ濡れるんだし、別に中止にしなくたっていいのに。雨でも雷でもどんと来いよね。
さすがに雷はまずいのでは。
Imagine going in a pool on when it's thunderstorm. Wouldn't be surprised. There are probably people who have done that. I mean, as I've told you before, I remember like we had this pool out and I was just sitting there in an inflatable chair with a freaking coat on, just casually out drinking a can of Coke, and it's just like freaking raining and then hailstones. It's like, okay, fuck it.
で、
Can't imagine a
もう一
thunderstorm.
つが学校行事の問題。私たち学生にとって最も大切で最も恐ろしい行事、すなわちテスト。7月に入るとすぐに試験前になっちゃうわけじゃない。で、テストが終わればすぐに夏休み。つまりは7月あたりに開放したところでテスト勉強がおろそかになるだけで意味がないと。まあ以上の理由によりこの学園のプール開きは夏休みに入ってからというわけなのですよ。まあ9月になれば水泳の授業もあるけどね。
That'd be stupid if it's like swimming classes are open now in December. You're like, what? I'm not freaking going in the pool in December. That'd be freezing.
なんか納得できるようなできないような微妙な理由。
So you're free to use it, so why bother complaining?
そうかも。すいません、遅くなりました。あ、りーちゃん、水に新しいの買ったんだ。はい、以前使っていたものが胸が苦しくなってしまったので。あゆみちゃん、しっかりしてください。まゆみさん、どうかされましたか？
Don't worry, just leave her alone for now. I don't think you should go.
それはどういう。
Sometimes facing reality can be very cruel. Kaede, do you remember those times? That scene, you remember that? And all of you are just like, well, I'm all grown up now. If you say that to Mayumi's face, and you will absolutely destroy her feelings altogether. That was cruel, Kaede. Unintentionally, but still. You have something that Mayumi doesn't. Summer is the season when it's out there for everyone to see.
つまりね、胸の大きさ。
That'd be kind of sad, really, for a girl to have, like, a flat chest. And just, like, you see some fat guy walking down the street and if someone points out, just like, you know, that guy's got bigger boobs than you. Just like, ah, that actually hurts. Why do I do that? That really did. Ow. How could you be so insensitive? Here I am trying hard not to really say it. Well,
すみません。
your character is trying hard not to say, but I was rambling on about it. Not everyone's the same, life isn't fair. That scene really was not altered in any way. Okay, now we're on the route. It was a base little after lunchtime during the weekend and shopping arcade was packed. There were a lot of clothing stores and other fun things to do that made it the perfect place to spend a day off. I really didn't have any reason to be there, but I just trying to kill some time. As such, I decided to walk down the street. Wow, this is cheap. When I saw it before, it was too expensive, but if this is what it costs now. What? That's still there? I'm a typical guy who falls for stuff like limited quantities remaining. After spending some time and money at some clothing stores and the music shop, I realized I'd been there for a while. Decided I'd spend enough money and killed enough time and decided to go home and listen to the CD I'd bought. Maybe I'll get some neat too. Well, that went off so fast that it was as if I'd actually skipped something. There were lots of young people walking down the street. For a moment I could have sworn I saw a head of familiar brown hair. Okay, it's brown hair, not red hair. Okay, I got it wrong that time. I had a feeling I did. I was like, no, it's probably brown hair, not red hair. Sure. Her long brown hair swayed across her back and knees as she walked through the crowd of people. Is she out shopping again? But she didn't have anything in her hands, and I couldn't think of any bargain shops in that direction. She's been acting a little strange lately, therefore I decided to follow her for a while. At first I thought it'd be hard to follow her in the crowd, but it really didn't require that much of an effort. Don't see a girl with such long hair that often, so all the guys stopped and turned to go at her as long as I followed the line of drooling guys I could find here. So, well, that's something, I guess. It's one way of keeping track of someone. She walked along the Sunlight Way, then headed home. It's like if you were in a maze and just putting stuff down just so you know which way to go. Only it's with people just staring. I went around the corner while still tailing her.
はじめましてかな。
What? The voice was coming from above. I jolted around in a hurry. Shia was sitting on top of a fence which was much taller than I was.
でもやっぱり変かな。ここははじめましてというよりはこんにちはの方がいいかもしれない。
I'm getting a different impression here. Your voice sounds a bit different. Your facial expression is also quite different. I do believe this might explain why it says your rat splits off into two, perhaps? The girl's long hair was swaying in the breeze, her well-balanced facial features and her voice resembled Shia's, but her eyes were a lot sharper, as if they were trying to evaluate me. Who are you? No matter how much her face looked like hers, no matter how similar her voice was to hers, the eyes confirmed that this was not Shia. The girl chuckled a little, as if she could read my mind.
名乗りたくても名乗れないわ。名前なんてないもん。
She shrugged. You don't have a name?
私はいないことになってるから。名前であれ、なんであれ。私に何かをくれる人なんて存在しないの。だからまあ、裏シアとか、偽シアとか、あなたの好きな名前で呼んでくれていいよ。土ミリ。
Well, that's what it says in the guide. Reverse. Reverse Shia. Who are you?
なんだと思う？
One thing's for sure, you are not the real Lishanthus.
残念ながら半分外れ。でもまあ、半分は正解。
Are you mocking me?
そういうわけじゃないんだけどね。私は事実を言ったまで。とりあえず、あなたは私のことを知ってる記念すべき2人目ってわけだから。
Oops. The second one? Who's the first?
もちろんシアよ。あの子は知ってるわ。私のこと。まあ、正確に言うと、家族は全員知ってるのよね。私のこと。だけどみんな知らない。知らないことにした。私がいると困るから。いても意味がないから。
The more I hear you talk, the more confused I get. So, who are you, the Shia? She smiled boldly as if she'd been waiting for this moment. Then she opened her mouth.
私はもう一人のシア。リシアンサスでありながら、リシアンサスでない。リシアンサスの中で眠っている、もう一つの存在。
So, if I am to guess, two different personalities or something, right?
生まれるべく生まれた。けれど、誰も望んでいなかった。親族の王の娘、リシアンサスの中にいる、魔族の娘。
What? That doesn't make sense at
新
all.
王の跡取りとして、いてはならなかった存在。
Shia's shadow floated down, landing silently and turned to me.
とりあえず、今日のところはこの辺が限界みたい。だからこれで引っ込むね。
It's like they just took two different, like took the same eyes pretty much in color, but just changed it a bit and just like, okay, boop, there, we have a new character.
多分、近いうちにまた出会うことになると思うし、よろしくね。
Man, it looks so awkward. We're used to seeing her with her eyes normal, and now you got this reverse Shia with different eyes. She brought her face close to mine, and I felt something soft on my cheek. Then she whispered something into my ear.
それから、私のことは、シアには聞かないことをおすすめ。そ
Okay,
れが、あの子の決心だから。
if this turns out to be like two personalities within the same body, okay, fair enough. If it turns out to be two different personalities and two different bodies, then I'm just gonna be like, what? He'll obviously explain it, but at the moment I'm just like, what?
じゃあね。
The fake Shia stepped away from me with a mischievous grin on her face, then she walked straight past me. You're the mischievous side of her. I completely failed to comprehend what had just happened and just stood there dumbstruck. I couldn't turn around or follow her. I could have at least asked her or something, just like, okay, let me get this straight. So, are you a different person entirely to the point you have a different body, or do you share the same body and are two different personalities? Let me get that straight, please. Don't answer that over yours, because that would be spoiling. It's been a while. About a month ago, I came to this park led by Narene's singing voice. I came for Narene's singing then, so I didn't really visit the park. But as I looked around, I saw many familiarities, but also many differences.
散歩の時間？
When I turned around, I saw a girl with long brown hair. Oh, shit, how unusual to see you here. That isn't the usual Shia. It's the same reverse one, isn't it?
リーはよくここに来てるの？
No, not really. I just happened to come this way while taking a walk. Oh, come on. Is he really taking longer? It's just to really notice it's not the same one. I mean, I guessed right from the start, before she even appeared on screen, like, that's not Shia, that's the other one. I felt a cold odd bird answered normally.
私と同じだね。私もたまたまブラブラしてたら、たまたまここの前に出て、たまたま入ってみたくなった。
Well, I guess that happens a lot. You just take a walk and end up at a park.
ここってネリネと遊んだ公園なんでしょ？
How did he know that? Did she tell you?
まあね。でもネリネと遊んだのがここだったら、シアと遊んだのはどこだったの？
Shia? As soon as I heard that, I realized why I felt odd. This wasn't Shia. Why did it take you so long, man? I mean, I know you say, like, voice sounds a bit like Shia's, but it really doesn't. You can tell it's a different kind of voice there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's by the same voice actress and all. I'm not sure. It probably is. But it's not in the same kind of way. She has more of a kind of... I don't know how to describe it, really. It's more like... Her voice isn't... I'm crap at explaining shit. You're...
正解！浦シアちゃんです。
Just has a noticeable difference. She was as hyper as Shia, but I sense a little immaturity. The elder Shia.
とりあえず質問に答えてほしいかななんて思ってるんだけど。
I'd say the original Shia has more of a hyper-sounding voice, while this one is a little bit down on that.
やっぱりもう忘れちゃってる？
Bit mischievous, really. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. If you want me to answer, why didn't you explain yourself first? That's basic manners. Who are you, anyway? I wish you'd make it clear.
それに関してはちゃんと答えたと思うんだけど。
Ask a better question, then. Ask... Okay, so... Who are you? Fair enough. And all that, but... Are you a separate being entirely to the point you have a different body? Or are you the same? Are you one? Or are you two? What are you?
リシアンサスの中で眠っているもう一つの存在。リシアンサスの中にいる魔族の娘。
Says within, so that just makes me assume she has two personalities within the same body. So she is Shia, but she's currently got a different personality. I don't get it. How can you expect me to understand that? Besides, she is the one who is one of the gods. How could one of the devils be within her?
親族だから。親族だからね。こうしかなれなかった。
What do you mean?
言った通りの意味です。とりあえず、私は妹。親族が長。親王の一人娘リシアンサス。
Oh,
その妹。
come on now. I mean, Narina's rap got confusing, but come on, is this one gonna be as confusing as well?
それ以下ではあるかもしれないけど、それ以上にはなれないかな。
She spoke rather casually, but it bothered me that I could hear a little self-derision in what she said. All over the city.
はい。
The answer. We played all over the city. At the shopping arcade before it was called the Sunlight Way, and even the area in front of the train station there. It wasn't just one place. Now it was her time to be surprised, just like, what? Having heard my answer, Reverse Shia smiled happily.
へえ、ちゃんと覚えてたんだ。
Wait, was she just testing him all along then? Actually, I only just recalled it.
正直なところもいいし、視野の外見だけ見て優先してるわけでもなし。うん、花丸あげてもいいかな。オッケー。この辺りが分かっただけでも収穫かな。
Plenty, what are you talking about?
ただ知りたかっただけ。妹として姉が好きになった人のことをね。とりあえずよかったよかった。合格合格。
I think I'm starting to believe that you really are her sister.
まあいずれは全部わかると思うから 詳しいことはその時のお楽しみということで。
Probably right at the end of the route, I imagine.
その時はつなぎ止めてね。
What? I couldn't understand what she meant, but Reversia only smiled. She left with a grin across her face, and I knew I couldn't stop her. So you're gonna have like a tragic kind of thing, so whatever choice you make, or what? The girl crumbled. It was Primla. Oh no, we've seen this scene before. It was a dream, though. Damn it, cutters. Why am I still recording? Now, while you're at it, why not ask the King of the Gods about Reversia? Oh, that's right, because this is a scene that has nothing to do with it, and this plot makes no sense. You just go scene from scene to random scene. It's like they completely forget about everything else when going into a random scene. Blah, 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 blah. Why would it even bother having this scene once another character's route has already started? Doesn't make any sense. We haven't even seen Shia, you know, her normal self. Not this reverse Shia, since her route even started. I mean, what the hell? Somebody shook my body while I was dozing. It's probably kinda it's summer break, so there's no need to wake up early. I guess I'll sleep in a little longer. Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. What's wrong, Per? Is this something I have to get up early for today? What? Got it. Why can't I sleep in?
Oh, Lindoro! Yatto okita kai?
What? Am I being punished for having a habit of oversleeping? Today? Ah, that was disappointing. I thought he was like gonna go into one of those things, just like. Then he like notices that he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" Ah, that's just sad, man. You skipped it.
おう、今日だ。これから何か用あったりしねえよな。あったら言ってくれ。俺が今すぐなかったことにしてきてやる。
The king of the gods spoke firmly with a smile, enjoying the cup of tea Kare poured him. I thank God that I didn't have any plans today. Oh man.
なら問題ねえな。昼過ぎくらいにうち来てくれや。
Basically saying thank you to him then, really, isn't it?
ちゃんと来てくれよ。あんまり遅いと俺が迎えに行かなきゃいけなくなっちまうからな。
I'll be there no matter what.
でも神王様がわざわざ呼びに来るなんて何かあるんですか？
おう、あるもあり。ありすぎて極ありよ。
極ありですか？
な、楽しみに待ってるからよ。
The king of the gods laughed happily and left. I guess I don't have a choice.
危険な行為は避けた方がいいですよ。
I stood in front of my neighbor's gate and rang the doorbell. What? What kind of a doorbell have they got? This is completely, like, different to the king of the devils.
おう、どこのどいつだ。まずは名を名乗ってくんな。
It's Jashimi.
リンドルか。待ってたぜ。ちょっと待っててくれや。
Sorry, I didn't recognize you. You pronounced your name wrong, dipshit.
おい、シアいるか。
I hear bustling on the other side of the intercom. About 3 minutes later, she opened the front door.
お父さんたら強引なんだから一体どうしたの？
Now that's definitely the original.
細かいこと気にすんな。いいから出てみりゃわかるって。
I keep saying that, the original. I'm saying that because it's the one we were introduced to, okay? If, like, this reverse sheer claims that at some point, it's like, you know, I was the original one. Just like, or something like, I don't even know, this route is gonna baffle me for frigging, maybe like, I don't know. Once it explained the problem, like, that's kind of overly complicated for no reason, but I get it now.
細かいことじゃないと思うけどな。あれ？リー君？
ゃあな、リン殿。シアのこと頼んだぜ。
Huh? What do you mean?
シア、楽しんでくんだぞ。なんなら、朝帰りもありだからな。
Wait, man, you're not thinking of...
朝帰りってお父さん。
Without answering our questions, the King of the Gods went back inside the house. Shia jumped onto the gate, but it appeared to have been locked from the inside. It didn't even budge. Do you know what's going on?
わかんないけど、とりあえずは一緒に出かけてこいってことみたい。つまり、
She shyly fidgeted it with her fingers.
デートしてこいってことなんじゃないかと。
Only her father would come up with a plan like this. Well, King of the Devils also did the same thing, didn't he? Or did he? No, I don't think he did. Maybe he did. I can't remember. It's been a while.
まあ、せっかくの心遣いだし、デートしちゃいましょうか、リン君。
Well, sure. But I'm freaking freezing right here, man. It's freaking bad. I think I am getting a cold, man. I wonder why it was like early in the recording it was like seems to have settled down now, but I wouldn't be surprised if I got a cold coming and I don't like it. But anyways, I'll see you next time, videos. We'll go on a date with Shia, I suppose. This route promises to be confusing, I imagine. So far, like, now I'll rate what I think of each route after we've gone through both parts of this route, because it splits off into two different routes apparently, which is obvious now that you got Shia here and reverse Shia. I guess it could go either way with that, I don't know. Then there's going through scenes we haven't seen with Kaida's route, trying to see if it's any more interesting than it actually was, and then I'll rate the routes from best to not so great once we're done with it all, pretty much. Well anyway, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.